Let's get ready for inspiration. Let's get ready to take massive action. Are you ready to be motivated to make your dreams a reality? Welcome everyone to a new episode of Awaken to the Brand New You. I am your host, Luis Soto, and I'm extremely excited to be here today to share this positive message that is going to lift up your spirit. You're going to be inspired, moved, touched. You're going to be able to truly take this information and implement it now, right now in your life, so you can make your dreams a reality. So with that said, let's go deep into the law of attraction. What is the law of attraction? Let's break down the mechanics of applying the law of attraction in our life. And have you ever heard about the term the law of attraction? In March of 2006, this woman named Rhonda Bryne got an idea of creating this incredible, life-changing movie called The Secret. Now, she was inspired to create this movie by reading a book that her daughter gave her 2 years earlier, 2004, when Rhonda Bryne was going through her own emotional turmoil and she was totally having a difficult time living. So her daughter gave her the book to cheer her up. And this book by Wallace Wattles called The Science of Getting Rich gave Rhonda Byrne the inspiration for her to create this movie called The Secret. And in that same year, in November, she also published the book The Secret. So once Rhonda Byrne finished reading The Science of Getting Rich, she was inspired. And something told her to go back in history, and she started to look at the people, right, that knew about this law of attraction. People like Emerson, Lincoln, Carnegie, Beethoven, Thoreau, Einstein, Henry Ford. She saw that these people were able to create massive success in their life, and they were going by this amazing law of attraction that has been around for centuries. So once she decided to create this movie called The Secret, and she called it The Secret because it was a way of her kind of like unveiling this powerful law of the universe and sharing it like globally, worldwide, so people knew about the law of attraction. She started then to attract people that were already living their life through the law of attraction, and they were teaching it to people, right? So she said, okay, these people are going to help me create this movie. People that were authors, visionaries, spiritual teachers. So she started reaching out to them. And one by one, they started coming into her awareness. People like Michael Bernard Beckwith, Jack Canfield, Joe Vitale, Lisa Nichols, John Assaraf, Bob Proctor, Neil Donald Walsh, Mike Doley. These people were already living their life through the law of attraction, and they were teaching people how to implement this powerful law so they could create more happiness and success and joy and prosperity in their life. So once the movie came out, there was a lot of skepticism. People were talking about, well, they talked about you only got to have good thoughts and You can manifest, a car. You can manifest money. You just got to stop and think about it. But look, the law of attraction is more, I won't say it's complicated. I mean, it's a simple process, but a lot of people try to complicate simple things. They want to make it more complex. But really, it's a simple equation. And in this podcast, I'm going to break it down for you how you could start the process today. What can you expect? And what does it really take to start implementing this powerful law of the universe? So before we begin, I want you to take out a sheet of paper and a pen, because we're going to go through the process, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to make a title, right? The heading. On top of the paper, I want you to write down, I am so happy and grateful now that, okay? I'm going to say it again. I am so happy and grateful now that, and then you fill in the blank. The reason I'm saying that is because once we go through the process, you're going to write down the things that you want to manifest in all areas of your life, in your relationships, in your finances, in your health and your fitness, in your spiritual life, right? All the components that truly give us a complete life. So, once you have that written down, we're going to go to the process of how we're going to start to manifest, okay? So the first process is you got to ask. That's number one, excuse me. You got to ask what you want. So look at the universe as a big catalog. And you're going to get to choose where you want to go on vacation, where you want to live, the partner you want to be with, the car you want to drive, how much money you want to make. You're going to place the order. That's the asking. But when you ask, you got to truly ask from a place of certainty. Don't ask like hoping that something is going to happen, because that's not going to give you any type of results. Okay? I want you to keep this in mind. There's a Bible verse from Matthew chapter 21, verse 22. It says, and in all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. I'm going to repeat it again. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. So, you're asking, believing that what you ask for is going to manifest. Now that takes us to step number 2, which is belief. Having the belief that what you want from the catalog of the universe, you truly deserve. So believing really comes from feeling worthy, right? Not feeling unworthy, like truly feeling worthy that whatever you want to create new in your life, you believe it with faith, with certainty. And you have this unwavering faith that is going to come to pass. So you got to have a strong belief in yourself. Regardless if you're having a challenging time now, believing that it's possible for you, let's just say that you have a strong belief, okay? That's part 2. The third part of the 3-step process is receive, okay? Once we ask, we put the request out into the universe, and we believe that it's happening. That means that we have planted the seed in this fertile ground of infinite possibility, we're going to now surrender the details to the universe, and we're going to feel worthy of receiving. That is huge. Because a lot of us like to give, but we don't like to receive. When somebody pays you a compliment, you're like, oh, no, that's okay. Meanwhile, you went out of your way to help somebody in need, and then when an acknowledgement comes around, it's hard for us to take it and to accept that acknowledgement, right? That validation. So you really have to receive. And when you receive, you're also receiving from a place of expectancy. So you're not being surprised. You're knowing that what you want is on its way. Okay, so that's the 3-step process. Ask, believe, receive. Okay, now I'm going to go a little bit deeper. The law of attraction is really based on your belief, right, that you have internally. So it's operating from a subconscious level, because if you truly believe that you are not worthy of receiving your good, and you're still saying these affirmations like, I want to make more money, I want to attract the right partner, what's going to happen is however you feel in the inside internally is what you're going to attract, right? So your thoughts are electric and your feelings are magnetic. So when you're thinking about your new life, you're creating these pictures in your head. Those thoughts are electric. There's an electrical charge going out into the universe. Now, those thoughts are going to connect to the same people that are generating the same thoughts. But here's the catcher, right? Your emotions are magnetic. So if you place positive emotions, you attach those emotions to your thoughts, it creates this powerful electrical charge that the thought travels faster and deeper, and is going to then connect to the same people that are operating in the same frequency. So there's a frequency for scarcity, not having enough, and there's a frequency for prosperity, having more than enough. Those are two different frequencies. The people that believe that they should be prosperous are operating in that frequency. And once you start to believe that for yourself, you're going to be attracting the same company, because like energy attract like energy. Birds of a feather flock together. That's basically the law of attraction. Now, here's what you want to keep in mind. The law of attraction is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, meaning wherever you place your attention, right? So wherever you place your attention is where you place your energy. Your thoughts are electric, your feelings are magnetic. Keep that in mind. That's like a boomerang. So you're going to throw the boomerang, and the boomerang is going to come back to you. And when it comes back to you, it's bringing back what you're thinking about. Okay. If you're thinking about negative stuff happening in your world, so if you're thinking about debt, if you're thinking about somebody cheating on you, if you're thinking about that at work you're always being taken advantage of and nobody really values your contribution, then you're going to continue to attract that same circumstance and that same situation. Regardless if you get a new job and regardless if you get a new partner, that belief and that thought is going to generate the same results. So, wherever you place your attention is where you place your energy. If your energy is in negativity, you're going to then reap negativity. If it's positive, you're going to reap positive. So, we got to become very cognizant on how we are thinking and then also how are we behaving, okay? Not just to other people, but to ourselves. There's a beautiful way of us gauging if we are now operating in the flow of the universe or we're going against the current. So we have a barometer, right? We have an emotional scale. Look at it as like an emotional GPS. Now, in this scale, we got positive emotions and we got negative emotions. So positive emotions, of course, are operating at a higher frequency. And in a higher frequency, life is going to be much better because everybody is going to be operating in that same state of mind. And the emotions that are in the high frequency are love, joy, peace, gratitude, prosperity, inspiration, excitement, enthusiasm, abundance, faith. Those are high emotional vibrations, right? That's a higher frequency. Now, a negative emotion, negative frequency is hate, anger, disgust, revenge, resentment, envy, bitterness, fear, depression, scarcity, unworthiness. Those emotions are not going to give you your new life. It's not going to create beautiful things to show up in your world. It's just going to bring you more misery. It's going to bring you more bad luck. And you really don't want to be in that funky state because we all have experienced that. And when we get in that state, sometimes, and I'm also speaking from my own personal experience, you think it's like a life sentence. I mean, we have control of our thoughts, our state of being, but we gotta take responsibility and we have to increase our self-awareness about ourselves. So that means we gotta be introspective and we have to be willing to fight for a better life and a better day. Because sometimes life throws us wrenches. I mean, look, you could go outside, and this happened to me, so I'm going to share a personal experience. I got up in the morning, I meditated, I was feeling great. Excuse me. And I'm like, okay, today's going to be an awesome day. I go outside. And guess what happened? Someone, a hit and run, hit my car. Not only did they hit my car, but my rear tire was punctured. And the front bumper, the side of my car, was scraped. So, my whole day was, I want to say, it came to a pause, right? Because one thing that I do, because this is the line of work that I've been studying for the past 25 years, I always ask myself, so what have I done that I'm now experiencing this situation, right? Because when we become creators and we know that we co-create with spirit, we have to realize that whatever happens in your world, you attract it. Whether you like it or not, you take responsibility, right? We have thoughts that are conscious and unconscious, but there's an exception to that rule. And the rule is that bad things happen to good people. And just sometimes you don't know why it happens. But I think that if you are on a spiritual path and you are on a journey to awaken to your brand new you, you're operating from your authentic self. You're on this journey because you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to contribute, you want to become a better person. Then all these experiences are just opportunities for us to practice, for us to take these tools and then demonstrate, okay, we are students of truth. We're able now to navigate life when it throws us wrenches because we got tools. If we don't have tools, then we could easily overreact. Okay. So I go outside. I look at the situation in my car. I'm like, okay. At first, I was getting angry and I was getting pissed off. But then I caught myself and I was like, all right. So this happened. It interrupted my plans for the day. Okay. I have insurance. I have AAA, right? I have, towed assistance. So when I calmed down and I was able to control my composure, here's what happened. I went from feeling angry, right? From feeling really pissed off, right? To now being hopeful. And hope is the bridge that brings you back to the scale of being in a higher vibration. I like to look hope as the bridge. So once I got to the hope, I was able to call, my insurance. I let them know what happened. Roadside assistance came. They towed my car. I took it to the shop. The insurance covered it. And I got a rental car. And everything started to flow. Okay? All that happened in a matter of, let's say, 2 hours. But it shifted because my understanding of my situation and my perspective and having the awareness that, okay, I know I have an emotional GPS. I know that I have this barometer that tells me, where am I? Am I operating at a high frequency or low frequency? So once I caught myself in the low frequency, I went boom. I jumped into hope. Then I was able to have faith. From faith, I started feeling much better about myself. I was inspired. And I was able to take action and resolve the situation in a timely manner. So, think about a time in your life that you wish you had this tool. Or maybe you just completely forgot. Because I know a lot of people read the book and I know a lot of people saw the movie. But I think you just didn't really take the time to study the material. So, this is pretty easy stuff, but it has to be studied and it has to be implemented in order for it to work. If you don't, then it's just kind of like a waste of energy. It's just something new that was like trendy, and it's like, okay, this spiritual stuff, that woo-woo, I don't believe in that. Now, you don't have to believe in the law of attraction, but you don't have to, believe in gravity. But guess what? Gravity exists. I mean, if you jump off a building, you're going to go straight down. I'm not encouraging people to do that, but these are laws of the universe. So I just want you to just know that you have control of changing your emotional state at any given time. And having that control is then gonna help you to navigate life, make better choices, and then, you can set a goal for yourself and say, today I want to be in a high vibration all day. And if I fall off grace for whatever reason, I want to go back and be introspective of why that happened. Why did I react harshly towards that person? How did this person get under my skin? Why did this situation just drive me up the wall? So, catching yourself is going to make you more aware of why you do the things that you do. So you're able to then break down negative patterns and then gauge yourself by having this emotional scale. Okay? I know that's a lot of information, but I really want to take the time to deconstruct the law of attraction so you could really have a chance to implement it and then truly change your life and change the course of your day. So, I would love for you to comment. Let me know, what you think after you listen to the podcast. You can send me an email at lewis@awakentothebrandnewyou. I just love this information. So I hope that this is giving tremendous value. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so now we have the 3-step process. Ask, believe, receive, right? We have our barometer, our emotional scale. It goes positive, it goes negative. We know that hope is in the middle. It's the bridge that brings us from negative to positive. Okay? Now, I told you earlier to write down on top of the page, I am so happy and grateful now that fill in the blank. And that information, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put down everything that you want to create in your world, right? I said, your health, your fitness, your finances, anything that you deserve. I want you to write it down, right? So I'll give you examples. So let's say that you want to now really be in the best shape of your life. So you put down, I am so happy and grateful now that I am in my ideal weight and I feel amazing. Right? I am so happy and grateful now that I have attracted the right person in my life and we have an amazing, loving, nurturing, beautiful, soulful relationship. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a new job with new people that inspire me, that value my contribution, and I just love going to work. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have a deeper connection with God. I feel so grateful and so thankful that now I'm truly deepening my relationship, not just with God, but also with my soul. Everything is in the present tense. You add the deep emotions, right? So now that right there is the blueprint. I am so happy and grateful now, ... And once you start to accomplish everything you write down on this list, then you just write up another one. And you keep it in a place where you could read it every day. Keep it in your room. Keep it at your desk. Just read it every day. So here's how we're going to go through this process. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to take out your list. You're going to read it, right? And you're going to feel the emotions. You're going to get in that state of receivership, that state of gratitude, okay? Then after that, you are going to now visualize. So I want you to take like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Let's start with 5 minutes just to start. Closing your eyes and going deep into the mind movie, right? The coming attractions of what you want to create. See yourself vacationing in exotic places, right? Like your bucket list. See yourself going out on dates if you're a single person. See yourself asking for a raise and the boss shaking your hand, and then you're receiving a check, depositing it in the bank, looking at your account, put the numbers that you want to see, and see yourself just excited with so much joy and enthusiasm, right? You got to see it and you play it out. You really engage your imagination. And when you're doing it, feel it with your emotions. Like, go deep into the emotions of, gratitude, of joy, of love. Like, attach those emotions to the thoughts, because, your mind, thinks in pictures, right? So these pictures are representing your new life. They're electrical charges that are going out into the universe. When you put those powerful emotions, like I mentioned earlier, love, joy, gratitude, inspiration, that supercharges the thought and it creates it, right? It creates I would like to say, like a force here, right? It attracts the people, it attracts the circumstances. The universe starts to orchestrate the whole day, and all the pieces start falling into place. So you're going to visualize. In addition to visualizing, you're also going to create a vision board. So a vision board is another tool. And how do you do a vision board? So you want to gather magazines that represent your new life. Magazines in health, traveling, furniture, car, relationships, your body, affirmations, right? Gather these magazines. You're going to cut them out and you're going to paste it on a poster board. And you can get the poster board like on Staples. And once you create this collage of your new life, you're going to look at this vision board every day. And here's the beautiful part. This tool is going to then reaffirm these practices, because if you're having a bad day, you look at your vision board, and the moment you see yourself at the beach with this brand new body, you see yourself dating beautiful people, right? People that respect, people that admire you, people that value your presence. You look at that, the emotions attached to those pictures are going to come back into your body. And you're going to experience the same thing, right? You're going to experience the same emotional state that you had when you were doing your visualization. So it's great to do your visualization process in the morning and at night. That's the best time to influence the subconscious mind, because the conscious mind is half awake in the morning and it's asleep at night before you go into sleep. So that's the best time to really influence and impregnate these new images and these new beliefs. So these beautiful manifestations start to occur in your life. Another tool that you could use besides a vision board is a gratitude journal. And you could write a gratitude. You could use it like at nighttime before you go to sleep. Just write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Anything that happened to you today, even if you had a rough day, you could find 3 things that you're grateful for. Because look, number one, if the day was like bad, like off the charts, like bad, you could be grateful that you made it home safely, that you have a bed, that you have a journal to write down how bad your day was. I mean, there's many different things to be grateful for. You could be grateful that you're alive, that your heart is beating, that you're breathing. Some people are not as fortunate. We take a lot of things for granted. So trust me when I tell you, when you're looking for something to be grateful, you could find something really fast. So, I know we covered a lot, and I told you I wanted to go really deep into this conversation about the law of attraction. Just to recap, we know that the 3-step process starts by asking, believing, and receiving. Ask in faith whatever you ask for, and believe it, and it should be done unto you. You're going to receive it, okay? In addition to that, we have the barometer, the emotional scale, positive, negative emotions. We have our list. I am so grateful and thankful now that, bang, you put down, fill in the blank. We're going to visualize 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. I'm going to start off just visualizing in the morning. I mean, morning and night's the best time to influence your subconscious. So I don't want to overburden you. I just want you to just take action, right? With one idea, with one tactic, with one tool. You have your gratitude journal. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Create your vision board. It's going to help you reinforce everything that we talked about today. You go to Staples, get the poster board. It costs anywhere from like $5. Buy magazines, or else see magazines that people throw out, and a lot of like recycle. People throw away magazines. Just cut them out, and paste them. You paste them with like a little glue stick. Really easy. Or you could use Scotch tape, but a glue stick, you could just put the glue in the back of the picture, and it makes it very clear. And you create this beautiful collage, and it's representing your new life. And study have shown that the people that write down their goals, and also people that have taken the time to create a vision board, 85% of what people write down and what people post on their vision board comes to pass. I mean, this is a fact. So, my friends, I want you to truly know that the law of attraction is here working on your behalf. The law of attraction is like the genie when you rub the lamp and the genie comes out and it says, "Your wish is my command." Think about that when you're asking the universe, what is it that you want new? So there's no reason for you to settle. We're here to live a vibrant life, for us to tap into our greatness, really learn our purpose, nurture our talents and our skills, and then share it abundantly with the universe. And this way, we truly get to create more joy, personal fulfillment with ourselves, the people in our world, and we just feel like, okay, I'm here for a divine reason. There's a big purpose. It just makes you feel great. So my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, you just finished listening to a new episode called The Law of Attraction. Awaken to the brand new you. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you could subscribe, like, comment, share this positive message with your friends, with your family. Help me spread this word of positivity, of transformation, of spirituality. Really, this message is truly about us tapping in to who we really are, and who we really are only lives in the inside. So we have to be willing to do the work and also to try new things. So if you found tremendous value, share it. Let me know what else you would like to hear, and it'll be my pleasure to create another episode. So I want to wish everybody a blessed day. Make today a powerful day, right? Know that you have control of your emotions. Whatever state you're in, you can always change it. Listening to some music, listening to one of my episodes, going on YouTube. There's so much that we could do. Going for a walk, meditating, dancing. Just know that you have control. And that God, the universe, adores you. And it is time for you to shine your light to the world. Namaste, my friends. Take care.